and an 8 something XPM. Jesus Christ.
951 GPM, I think it was, which is honestly unreal. But that's what happens when you don't get touched the whole 10 to 15 minute mark, which we said was going to be really important for Vici. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they're going to do differently here on Vici. I don't think they'll pick this offlane DP again. It just didn't work for them. They're going to ban DK again on Vici. That seemed to be their go-to before. But if they have first pick, okay, they're just going to ban it out again.
Venomancer.
Ooh. So do they want to ban the Oracle again like they did in Game 2, Aster? Or do they want to let it through again like they did in Game 1? Because it feels like letting through the DP wasn't really a problem for them. It was like dealing with the Oracle was more difficult. Yeah, they do.
So let's see what they go with here for that first pick for VG.
I think they might just open Grimstroke still.
Think so?
Yeah, I do. I was really surprised Vici didn't play so well last game because I feel like they've been really good at execute. Like I was saying before we started casting today, they've been really good at executing a lot of their fights. It feels like they rarely play a fight wrong.
Yeah.
From what I've seen from them in this tournament, at least. But Mars first pick. So we've seen the XXS Mars once this tournament already. Once this series, I mean. And now we're going to see a Yang Mars, most likely. It'll be a call, but most likely a 3. Grimstroke Ricky?
Ancient Apparition again.
They go back for their fave. All right.
They're going to go something like a Void Spirit maybe this time?
Void Spirit's okay. I don't think Rubik's too bad of a pick here either, if they really wanted to go for it. It's not amazing, but I'm surprised that hero's been completely ignored this series, to be honest. Could still get picked up for mind.
They go Beastmaster again. A Beastmaster AA pick. This time, though, up against the Mars, a little bit different. A much better hero for Yang, in my opinion. Don't want to be seeing him on that Death Prophet. I just don't... It's not the kind of impactful hero that he normally plays.
To be fair, I think it can have impact and it can work, but he just played the first 2 or 3 fights really badly.
Yeah.
And on that hero, if you don't get good uses out of your exorcisms early on, you fall behind really quickly. Especially if you die. Like the exorcism mid where it went for 5 seconds, they got the kill and then he just died straight away. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't work.
And Marana. PYW Marana.
Okay.
Most likely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 99% to be right. I don't think we've seen anything other than Marana 4 this tournament so far.
I know it's just because we had talks of it maybe being in a different position.
So they ban out the Shaker. Yeah. I don't mind the Shaker ban too much. It just gives them really good initiation and team fight between the Shaker and the AA. Like they can just blow somebody up straight away. I think it's always feels good. And I hear another hero that can manipulate the creep wave like Fade did last game to make sure XXS has a good start at the lane. Like you remember he double cogged at the start to block the wave, which meant XXS had a really good start to the game, which you could definitely see, to be honest. He did really well in that bot lane, especially with the Axis build. You don't see it very often, but I thought it was a good choice.
Yeah, it certainly worked out really well.
What do they want? Maybe like a Lich ban or something here might be okay, because they're probably thinking, do we want to ban out Grimstroke here, or do we want to play against it?
Monkey King.
Okay. I think that's a decent ban as well. I mean, Ori played that really well in Game 1. I think that hero is still really strong. I still wouldn't mind a Rubik pick from Aster. Possibly even a Tusk for themselves as well isn't too bad here, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. They have in a Beast Aura then as well, which is nice, especially for taking Roche. I think he's really strong. And then you look at potentially picking up a TA 4th or something as well. Play that tempo game that they did, hit their timing. I think this is a really difficult pick for them, though, and I think this is going to be the one that they have to think about the most. Yeah, they do go for the Tusk.
There's that Tusk.
I think that's a really good idea. And it gives them the snowball save for the arrow, for like the spear. If you can roll somebody, if you can roll through the arena and pick somebody up halfway as well, which is quite nice. If you can like snowball somebody on the other side of it. What 5 do they want on Vici? I would really like to see a Jakiro. I think Jakiro deals well with Tusk at like all stages in the game, because in the laning stage, you have like Dual Breath's really good against like when they want to chase you down with tag team. Ice Path's really good at laying where the snowball's going to be landing as well. So as soon as they come out the snowball, they instantly just get frozen up straight away, and it gives them more damage to output into the arena as well. It's a little bit of a weak laner against Beastmaster, I think, in particular. Like, it's tanky and it's difficult to kill, but it doesn't really zone out the Beastmaster very well. Yeah, they just go for the Lich instead. I think that's much safer. When they're going to be focusing on physical damage with this Beast Husk, right? Like, they want to blow somebody up in a raw duration with the tag team. That Frost Shield's going to be reducing, I think it's 60% of the damage at level 4 in terms of physical. So I don't mind this too much. And instead of the TA
for Aster.
Yeah. But it's a similar hero, right? Where you can go for that early Roche if you want as well, but it gives you something to play around in terms of a big ult now as well, to like push towers. Okay, I don't mind this. I think,
Are they coming in on a lineup that might be a little bit too cooldown dependent? Where the timings just end up like right now, Vici. The only thing they're dealing with is really Arena. I guess Chain Frost, but it's not really the most important thing that Lich is given their way. And you can really move around the map with Moonlight Shadow as well as a smoke.
But DP and Beastmaster can fight without Exorcism still. Like, they're still really strong heroes. It's just they will want to take big fights every now and then, especially like around the Roche pit and stuff with that spell. Like, Spirit Siphon's got a crazy ability. Maybe something like a PL might not be too bad here for Vici. Aurora might not get the space to come online quickly enough, but I said that about Dusa last game, and look what happened.
That was, yeah.
Yes. Ooh. Nice. I'm really pleased with myself whenever I get these corps.
I would pat you on the back from here, but
social distancing, get off me. God.
Can I can wait.
Because like I used to play like nearly almost support all the time, so I feel like I've had to catch up with my like matchup knowledge and stuff for drafting.
Well, you just gained 25 MMR in the eyes of the viewers with that pick.
It's plus 30 now, B Cop. Plus 30 for 7.
Yeah, you're in a stack with me.
Then it's plus 20. That's how it works.
All right, whatever. We settled the difference. It's the average in between. Plus 30,
right, okay. Because you weren't sure. Okay, fair enough. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this PL pick, though. I'm pretty sure it's been banned out in both games so far in the second phase. Might be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure it got banned out at least one of the games. And now they need some... They could put the Mars mid still if they wanted, but I think they're probably going to put it on Yang, not Fade, sorry. So they need a mid hero here that is probably going to be laning up against DP. And there's that Kunkaban again.
Could Void Spirit work for Vici? Or even would a TA work?
I think TA's not great against DP. I think Void Spirit struggles in the lane against DP as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Spirit Siphon you don't really deal with very well. I don't mind TA too much. I think Void Spirit's okay for the game overall, though. I'm going to look at the hero list. Tell me if they pick something. They actually. Does that work? Yeah, I guess no.
Yeah,
Um,
going into the AA would be a problem, and I just feel like Huskar drops off
maybe,
so fast anyway.
maybe like a Clinks or something isn't too bad either. Lane's okay against DP because it's raw physical damage as well. And it's, again, like that Burning Army's pretty good in the arena. I think something like a Lena isn't awful either. But we don't really see too much of that hero anymore. Queen of Pain tends to be the one that people go for over that. For like something
Yeah.
similar.
They're trying to figure out what to ban because it's going to be a safe winner coming in from Aster. Would they want to get rid of like the Morphling?
I think Lesh is an okay ban as well. I think it plays
Yeah.
the timing that Aster want, and it does really well against the PL. Oh, they ban Void. Okay, so they prefer to ban out the lockdown.
Could they just go Lesh themselves? Ooh, they go Queen of Pain. Okay.
Okay,
Never
so
mind.
they do go for that kind of like burst heavy hero though. Yeah, but again, it's the hero that bridges the gap, like so that the PL can come online. They need something that could fight early on, and I think burst damage is always really important against the Death Prophet, which they do have now. Like there's Chain Frost, there's Sonic Wave, there's Arena with Spear, even Starstorm from Morana can do a lot of damage, especially if you get the extra hit off on the second one. What? I think Lesh is still okay, honestly. It doesn't lane
Going
up
in the
massively
safe
well
lane.
with AA, which is sad, but yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. I mean, Morana doesn't really pressure the AM in lane, to be fair. So SCCC should have a decent start to the game. I don't understand why they've picked a hero that doesn't hit the timings with their other heroes. Like DP Beastmaster want to go, right? And so you can kind of look at it in the sense that maybe they want to play like this 4 protect 1 kind of style where they run around as 4 while AM farms at the same time. But maybe they're just a little bit worried that if they end up messing a couple of fights up like Vici did last game, they don't have anything to fall back on. And they kind of want this hero that is going to do okay against PL in the late game. That would be the way I would look at it, but it's an okay AM game, just not what I thought they would go for.
Yeah.
But we know SCCC likes to play these hard farmers, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a very SCCC hero. Do they have the ability to overwhelm the anti-mage? Like, they're going to be moving around the map with Lich and Mirana. Is it potentially a tri-lane is what I feel like I'm trying to get at here for Vici. Are they looking to go with 3-1-1 or 2-1-2?
No, you'll go 2-1-2. You don't really want to try lane with Morana and Lich. You don't really do anything. They might try lane on Aster to find a couple of kills early on. But I think you kind of want to pressure the PL, really. I'd be surprised if it wasn't just a flat 2-1-2 for both people, but yeah, the Tusk might start with the AM lane, potentially, is the only thing. I just worry then that Lich just completely zones out Beastmaster, so you won't really get anything from the lane.
So we'll see what they're able to do. I mean, they could move around the map pretty well here for Aster. I don't think it's really that beyond them to be moving around the map, maybe find a quick, especially with how we saw the Medusa do. If SCCC is able to have a game like that,
Prepare for
but I
battle.
feel like if anybody has a game like that, they can move around the map pretty quickly.
The problem that SCCCs have is that no matter how well he plays this game, it's never going to be as good as Monet yesterday. So,
No.
like, how do you live up to that?
So
Monet was...
does this game heavily rely too on the Death Prophet first exorcism?
Not necessarily, no. I don't think so. They're going to run into DP here, by the way. I don't think they're going to catch her, though. Yeah. She has both wards, by the way, on DP as well. She put one on the top side of the mid lane, and I think she's going to try and put one bot as well. So they really want that mid protection.
Ooh, smoke breaks. Arrow. It's on the Tusk. They just don't have anything else
30 seconds to battle.
coming their way.
Oh, it's Lich versus AA. Nice.
Ice and ice. Well, actually, is Lich? Yeah, I guess Chain Frost. Frost Shield. He is very ice.
Frost Blast. Yeah.
Frost Blast as well. Yeah. He's also, I don't know the lore on him, but he's a Lich. I feel like Lich is always kind of cold, you know?
The
I know he
battle
was
begins.
he was a big part of the campaign in Warcraft 3, I think, where he was like
Okay.
the guy. I don't really know anything about lore. It's not my thing. I'm more
Yeah.
about like the tactical side and stuff. But yeah, I don't really, not really into that stuff. Like on the Warcraft 3 campaign and stuff, a lot of the time I would just skip through it because I just didn't really care. I'd watch the cutscenes but not really listen to anything. I don't care. Something
Blizzard
about
does make some of the best cutscenes out there. That's for sure.
they were very good, yeah.
So, I'm looking at this lane
top
over
lane.
mid. Spirit Siphon does a lot, but yeah, top, they look to go get Yang. They've got 3 heroes here. Blink forward and first blood for SCCC. Already the trialing that they wanted to get that start going.
Yeah, so Fade does start top though. Means Yang's gonna have to be really careful. But yeah, if you look at Beastmaster, he's just getting zoned out by the Lich. So this is exactly what I thought would happen if it did end up like this. Where they are trying to protect the AM, but they're just saying to the Beastmaster, like, look, just get whatever you can. Like, you might have to skip waves with boars or something, which is what he's actually doing. Yeah, I think that's the way you have to play this lane.
And they're bringing a third up here. So Lich comes up. And does this make the lane any better?
I actually think this is really good for Aster by bringing the Lich up here. Like, we talked about how Lich and Mirana don't really play well together in tri-lanes, and I think Beastmaster's going to love being in a 1v1 against the PL. He's going to really enjoy this. He can just bully him with boards the whole time. Like, if I was Eurus here, I'd be like, oh, this is not enjoyable, like, at all.
And now Eurus, who had just gotten a bunch of CS under the tower, now with Beastmaster not there. With Beastmaster there, he's struggling way more. I think he's only gotten 1 at this point. Definitely not as easy as it once was.
Yeah, it's like, thank God you guys are tri-laning top, because now I actually have a game. Like, this is great. And I think when he gets that Necro book especially, we might even see just him rotate top and try and like destroy this tri-lane from Vici. And then bring the AM bot at the same time, possibly.
So not a surprise that they're going heavy into the Shadow Strike for Ori. 2-1 so far, and it should be Scream next, right?
Yeah, you tend to go 2 points in Dagger if you're in a lane like this, and then go back and max out the Scream of Pain. All you people out there in Twitch chat that play roaming quap in your pubs and max Dagger, you're actually the worst kind of people. I hate playing against that. It's not even good, it's really annoying.
So they did send the Lich back towards bottom.
Yeah, I think they're going to realise that they can't really pressure up here. I don't know why he made the move up in the first place, to be honest. I think they should be happy that they're just zoning out the Beastmaster, because they're not stopping the AM from farming anyway. It's like there's no point in...
He blinked
Bringing the
aggressively
Lich up
too.
there.
I'll miss some CS. I was a little shocked that SEC was trying to make a move like that. They don't exactly have the lockdown to do anything, especially with Tusk only still being level 1. Arrow comes in on a Bovica. That spear is way off from Yang. That's like
He
some
just got-
200 ping stuff.
He just got really excited they actually had mana for the first time in the lane, and it's like, oh my god, let me use a spell. Doesn't matter if it hits, just let me use one. This mid lane is going really well for the Quap though. She actually has 10 denies, wow. I mean, Ori's such a strong laner though in general. I mean,
Yeah.
feels like he's one of the better ones out there.
And Bobica goes down to Yang. They get the kill onto the Ancient Apparition over top, so they finally even the score up at 1.
It doesn't
Wait.
matter though, like, at all, really. And DP's not going to be able to refill the bottle, so I'd be very surprised if AA didn't TP mid here
Fit
to try and
for
refill it.
queen.
Yeah, he does.
That's that tactical death, though. You die in your lane to come back towards mid.
It's like, yeah, Boba, can you die here just in case I don't get the 4-minute rune on my side?
You think that gets talked about? Like, die, you know, you're a 5. Die top, you know, and then come towards mid, fill up my bottom. I'm not going to get the
Yeah,
rune.
I mean, potentially, but I don't see it being like I think they're definitely doing on purpose, like for the mid lane.
Well, because it can be
The
very
AA
lane changing.
Yeah, kind of, but like the DP would have assumed that he would, has a chance of getting the rune anyway, right? So he's not going to tell the AA to die, but AA dies before the rune spawns. So like AA's just then kind of like reacting to what happens at the time.
Yeah.
What a bounties for the
Oh
day.
dear, he got arrowed top by trying to go for the bounty rune on Bobica.
Yeah, God's
gets
Rebuke is
speared
there.
after.
PYW gets the kill. Fate still just sitting here level 2. You've got level 3 for PYW. Lich, he's 2 towards mid. Juan is sitting very low. I'm surprised Lich doesn't just go back and hit him with a Frost Blast. Because I'm pretty sure
don't
that
think
would have
he sees
killed
him,
him.
though, right? I think he probably assumes that the DP's gone back to base. So, like, doesn't even think about going there. Like, because Ori's done the same, because I think he assumed that DP was going back to base as well.
Oh,
And now AA is going to fill the bottle up again.
XSS. Eurus is going to come over, try to deter the Beastmaster, but it's a lot of damage with the help of the boar. DY has the Frost Blast if he can turn in time, and he can't. But the tower gets a couple of shots in on the XSS. That's way worth it.
Yeah, I mean, Eurus is going to be so happy with that. I don't know why XSS has made that play. Like, you're just giving the PL free solo experience and a free kill. Like, if he had level 6, that kill's so much easier. Like, look how close he is. I know he got the XP from the kill as well, but...
Frostblast now on a Chuan. And Spirit Siphon. Scream comes through from Ori. He's got the Sonic Wave available. So, do you think he tries to get a kill hero over mid? Of course, the Ancient Apparition sitting here. He's got that level 6. Does he make a rotation and use this Sonic Wave? I think it really maybe depends on Chuan how low he lets him get, right?
I mean, if he can kill that, that's like the best thing he can do at this point in the game, right? Because the AM's the big win condition hero. Spear top on the AM as well, which is fine though. Yeah, if he can kill that AM, that's a big one. But I think DP is number 2. Like, if he can get someone else to come in and rotate mid, that's why you see DY come in to try and find something, and PYW's rotated in as well.
So they're going to try and land this arrow, and they do.
Oh,
They've got
nice.
Sonic Wave available with the Scream, and they'll set up the Sonic Wave. There goes Chuan, and it's a snowball way late. But it does come out on the DY. It won't get the kill. Ori goes in very far for this, so he's not in the worst spots, but he doesn't have a lot of mana. And going past the tier 1 tower, Ori and PYW, they want to continue to try and clean up. It might be too far.
That is very far.
That is questionable to go that far, because Ori, you could just be farming the creep wave mid. But he's going to rotate towards bottom. The Hawk sees this, though. Hawk sees it all.
Radiant's
So
middle
4 to
tower
2,
is under
Necro
attack.
1, picked up with the Beastmaster. No boots, just straight into the Necro, which is what we've been seeing. Phantom Lancer 2 levels ahead of XSS. 2 Wraith Bands, has the treads, should be Diffusal next, right?
He might go Manta first, but yeah, I was going to say, I think the Diffuser is definitely better. Like, especially against the AM, because you want to be able to play this tempo where he still can't. And if you get that Diffusal Blade, that's like, I'm going to run at the AM over and over again in his jungle time.
Yeah, he's queued up the Diffusal.
I'd really like to see this Beastmaster go for a Vanguard at some point as well, ready for the Crimson, that I think he should inevitably build against the PL. Probably, he might go like Vlad's Crimson or something, but he's going to need it at some point.
Here's having such a good lane so far. I think Ori's having a good lane as well. 37 and 17. He sits just a quarter of a level ahead of the Death Prophet.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to go back to base twice now on Ori, which is not what you want to happen on this Queen of Pain. Fade getting some stacks done as well on the Tusk.
Juan also stacks for himself. So now that has caused Ori to go over towards top. If they can get an arena down with a spear, they could set up and potentially get a kill here onto the anti-mage, who is going after this outpost, and they spot him. But Bobica is the target. Blink, Scream, Arena down, Tusk coming through. Not going to be nearly in time to help, so he'll stop his TP. It's a kill that puts Ori towards top, but it's just a kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Is that really worth the 2 rotations? Or not, with the 1 rotation for 2 cores coming up top.
Yeah, it's still okay though, because it means that AM can't play safe now up here, because he knows that they're going to want to go top lane. So as soon as his AA dies, he's like, oh, they now. Yeah, like he's trying to come over and just deal with this outpost trouble that's going on. There's an arrow coming through, possibly.
Fade and access.
UIW's.
Ooh, Sonic Wave, blink. Ori gets the kill there on a Bobica once again, and that'll send SCCC away. They take the outpost post 10 minutes.
Exorcism bot lane. With the Necrobook as well. Literally puts the frost shield on the tower. He's like, I am getting the hell out of here. The good thing is, though, he pulls away the aggro of the creeps because of the frost shield. Like, as soon as it turns daytime, they can see him again. So, it's not going to keep the tower alive, but it does at least.
Bottom tower has fallen.
A couple of bounty runes picked up by Ori. Continuing to have this 1,000 net worth lead for right now. Queen of Pink going into the Ags. So Ori going Ags first item after Bottle Treads. And Yang so far, I would assume, is it straight blink for Yang? Eurus needs to be careful.
Yeah, I would say he's probably going to go blink straight away. Like, I don't think they need damage or anything, right? Like, they have the PL. They just need the team fight that he can offer, I think, more than anything. What was I going to point out, though? Yeah, the Axe on the Queen of Pain. It's a really good game for it. Like, it's all about the burst damage, right? And when you're playing against this AM and the Queen of Pain, like, it's pure damage. So it just rips through them really quickly. And the other thing as well, like, if you look at their lineup, this PL wants to fight all the time, right? He has no cooldowns to wait for. So if you have this Sonic Wave up all the time because of the Axe cooldown, then like this PL and Queen of Pain are going to be constantly like, fighting on the map over and over again.
Can't get the spear out immediately, and there's the Frost Shield on the Yang. They're going to rotate heavily for this.
Nice
good shards. Spear pushes him back. The Primal Roar is out onto the Mars, taking a lot of damage. The Gods Rebuke, they'll get the kill, so they turn this. Arena just does not go the way they would have hoped. And I guess it is space for the Queen of Pain to continue to push top and farm up this Ags, as well as Eurus over bottom. He's very close to the Diffusal Blade.
Yeah, that's the timing though, right? When this Diffusal Blade comes online, the PL needs to link up with his team. Because if he decides to farm Mantle with that Diffusal before doing anything, then like you're wasting this...
He might just get run down solo. He doesn't have Primal Roar, and the Necrobook's on cooldown. I don't think there's any way he gets out of this one.
That was nice by Eurus.
SCCC is down here, but I'm not certain Eurus is really too keen on going on him by himself. And again, still, you know, you're farming uncontested here for the Queen of Pain. It must be a decent time. I will say, Queen of Pain's level 8, and now almost a full level behind the Death Prophet.
Yeah, she's been a little bit more active though than did the DP, I would say. So she's kind of like not just farming all the time, which is probably why she's falling behind a little bit.
And the arrow, easy kill here on the Fade.
This is where your
Nice pick off. Moonlight Shadow used as well, so Tron's just going to have to run away from here. He has the Arcane Rune with his Exorcism, so he wants to be able to pop it here to try and take a fight, so as not to waste that, you know, shorter cooldown on the ult.
And there's the Diffusal finish, so let's see if Eurus tries to turn the tides and start to fight. Exorcist does have the Primal Roar. Again, they're looking to use that Exorcism. 2,000 gold away from that Ags on the Queen of Pain. Beastmaster still looking to finish off the Necro 3, and he is about 800 gold away from that. Anti-Mage, meanwhile, 1,400 gold, and he'll have the Battle Fury, so I feel like you want to stay aggressive on this Anti-Mage, right?
Yeah, he has pinged out that the Diffusal has PL Blade. The PL has Diffusal Blade, sorry. Jesus. What a mix-up that was. The Diffusal has a PL Blade. Yeah, so
hero.
Aster do know that, which means they're going to be a little bit worried here. That,
they're grouping up like they want to smoke.
Yeah, they want to use this Exorcism on Raw, I think, and they really want to try and kill the PL because they're like, oh god, there's a PL in the game. Oh yeah, he's got Diffusal.
The smoke.
Oh my god, Ori.
Oh, just the worst timing. Primal Roar, and yeah, very dead. That's
on
just poor timing. And now, great shards. However, Chain Frost, that'll come around. They've done a lot of damage onto the Death Prophet. They'll get the kill. That's so good for Vici to turn that around and at least get that. Exorcism was used, and now it's gone. And that's one of the things we talked about was how important those early exorcisms
That's
are.
no mana. Bot lane.
He's getting chased out by Eurus. Doppelganger in front of him. And they've spotted him. I mean, what does he have? He's got 2
Tusk is
wand
coming
charges.
back.
That's not going to get you a blink, though. Tusk is going to try and get the save, but the shards make it worse. Oy, an XSS is dead.
Those shards would have been really good, but the diffuser blade came out from the PL to slow him down, so that he's like on the wrong side of the shards when they finally hit. That's
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Fade has to try something there though, otherwise the AM's dead for sure. So. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the
dies
Beastmaster.
there, but that goes so well for Vici.
How did Beastmaster die mid there? What happened? Did you see?
No, I was looking at the anti-mage go down.
Okay.
Shadows take us.
And they're gonna Moonlight Shadow here actually. And
Ooh,
try and just
Schwan,
run
if
into
they can
them.
get a second kill, they've got Arena, right? No, they actually don't. It's on cooldown, but the Land of Spirits
Nice.
up in
Snowball,
20 seconds. Great Ice Blast. That hits on a Eurus, and now Eurus, Sonic Wave comes in, but Eurus is in so much trouble. They're looking to get the Mana Void out. They'll get the kill to the Phantom
Schwan's still
Lancer.
alive.
Juan is so low. PYW ends up dead too. That is horrible for Vici.
Why? I don't know why they felt pressure to make a move there when they have Arena up in like 15 seconds, I think it was, and they've like
Or he's
400
searching.
gold off the blink on Mars.
Dire's
Ooh, Courier for the Battle Fury!
Oh. Oh no.
middle tower is
That's
under attack.
that's really bad. He's gonna get another one as well, with loads of sentries on it.
Oh dear.
Oi, styling. on some
Spear?
fools.
Hello? Yang? Arrow comes in, hits the Tusk. They'll get the Arena down the Star Storm, so this might even clean up into a couple of kills if they had anybody else to go after this. Frost Blast, XSS is gone. Offlaner's trade. Not the worst trade again, but Vici, they need to clean this up a little bit with this lead. Otherwise, it's not looking too great in terms of their execution.
I think
Some
that
things have
Courier-
looked good. Arrow, ooh, a little bit short of Bobica. Now they've got the silence, and the snowball comes in like, what? Ori, he's dead. I don't understand why he's trying for that kill by himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
If he
attack.
has Sonic Wave, it's a little bit easier, but I don't really understand what's going on. The thing for them that is good for Vici is this PL is just free farming the whole time, and I actually think that Battle Fury Courier kill is a bigger deal than we're making it out to be, because now that's an extra minute that AM's not going to have his Battle Fury, right? And that slows down the tempo of not just his Battle Fury, but his next
Radiant's
item
middle
and the
tower
item after
is under
that.
attack.
Because as soon as you get Battle Fury, you farm so much quicker, and then the sooner you hit your second item in the Manta, the quicker you get to your third, because it gives you those extra stats, right? And so PL's going to be so happy with that, like, that he's not going to be having to worry about the AM for the next few minutes or so.
The thing is, it's just they are up 4,000 net worth. They just need to clean it up. If you're Vici, like, yes, you have this ability to, have this lead, and Anti-Mage still has 30 seconds. Like, could you imagine killing that Courier again?
Oh god.
If-
Or he should just
if
go
I
camp
was-
it, is that what you're saying?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Or you should go by the base and try and camp that Courier.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Giving up your life for, the Battle Fury never making it to him. I feel like that sounds worth it.
Dire's top
But I
tower
also
is under
am not the
attack.
analyst with the
Doesn't sound good, I'll be honest.
high number MMR. That sounds pretty good to me.
Middle tower has
DP
been
got the
Briefing?
deny.
destroyed.
What does
So
Eurus
here
have
comes
now?
the Courier.
Oh yeah, all the couriers are just moving all at
Dire's
once.
top tower is under attack.
Where's Ori? It's too far away.
Just blink,
Dire's
dude.
top tower has fallen.
Morana,
TP
triple
to the
leap in.
shrine that isn't yours now.
Radiant's bottom tower
You could
is
get
under
it.
attack.
I think this is really brave for Vici to try and defend this. They have Necro 3 up, so they see the Moonlight Shadow, like they've got a Hawk down.
Silence immediately. There's the snowball. They're just giving up kills there if they're going to move in like that. The silence was perfect. PYW moving forward again. They're trying to defend against the Exorcism, but I don't know if I like this move. Anti-Mage wants to continue to back up and farm, so the longer they
they
keep
back
their
off now.
attention of Vici, that's fine.
Yeah, they got over half the tier 2 tower though, and they got a glyph as well, so they're going to get out now. I think that's an okay trade. Because like you say, all they're doing is making space for the AM to carry on farming as well. Who gets this battle for you at 19 minutes because of that courier death, by the way. Bit of a slow one. And PL did take the top tier 2 before as well. So he's really close to that Manta now. I think Vici probably going to be looking at taking this Roche now that they know Exorcism's down.
We did talk about how we thought they'd fight a little bit more with the Diffusal Blade to start it off. I don't think that was really fighting. I think or he gave up numbers and the Phantom Lancer just kept farming.
He did kill the AM bot though, because right? Like,
Ooh,
he was kind of fighting.
What? Down already?
At least get a kill there.
Yeah, that's the arena down though.
And just for the Tusk. But Arena had the
AM's
worst cooldown.
Oh, AM used managed to get the counter spell there onto the Spirit Lance, burning some of the PO's mana back with his own illusion. That was nice.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, he's trying to
Here
avoid...
again.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
big kill.
Now the pickoffs are coming in clean.
Nice. That worked up a sweat.
Because he's got that Blink Dagger. And the Blink Dagger is big in this arena. I think if they can get around the Death Prophet, get a Blink as well as an Arena and a Spear there.
This Morana's
it
found...
could be really big. Oh, Arrow comes through. SCCC, now the Spear! That's huge. I don't know if they'll have the damage to get the kill in time, but they've got the Sinister Gaze. Can they lock him down and get him? No, they can't. He's close. He'll TP. Ooh. If Ori had just maybe found the right direction to throw a Sonic Wave in there,
Yeah, he has 4 points in
he
this.
might have died.
I think if he has 3 points in the counter spell there instead of 4, he might die. But he's gone for 3 points in the mana burn instead. Because, like, look at the heroes he's playing against. He's like, well, they have Lich, Morana, like, if this Queen of Pain as well. I know Sonic Wave's pure damage, but even so.
Snowball, DUI, Spear comes through, Tusk in trouble. They're not going to follow this up, though. Starstorm finally comes in. The second one doesn't hit on a Fate. It'll finally burn out to the Shadow Strike, but you're giving up 2 heroes here, and you've used Sonic Wave.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
up
Eurus,
in
though,
30
looking to
seconds
maybe
again,
go. There's the Spear onto the Death Prophet. They've got this kill easy.
This is one I wanted to see from Eurus when he got the Diffusal, but he actually feels so much better now that he has the Manta. Like, this is their timing to go, because this AM doesn't have anything yet, right? Like, he's still got Battle Fury Yasha. He's not even got the Manta yet at 21 and a half minutes in. And this is why I think the Battle Fury death was so important on the Courier. Like, it just slows their game down so much on their timing that they want to hit on Aster.
Eurus goes back into the jungle to farm. Meanwhile, Yang, what does he have coming out to him? Phantom Lancer's got TPs. Yang's got a Vlad's.
Ring of Aquila for the PL, by the way. Pretty nice.
What'd you say?
Ring of Aquila on the PL. Very nice drop.
Okay. I thought you said that, but then for a split second, my brain said, yeah, that's still not a neutral item. It's still an item you make. And I'm like, he doesn't have that. You know, the sunlight comes out and my IQ starts to go down.
You're a night dweller, are you? Huh?
Well, I don't get to cast these Chinese games normally in the daytime.
That's true.
Radiant are scanning.
To be fair, I'm not normally a morning person, but
But we're here.
I make exceptions for Chinese Dota.
Oh, Ori
Oh.
again. Primal Aurora, Ice Splat. And it was at this moment that Ori knew.
Are you ready?
boy.
Press 1 in Twitch chat if you think he lives, 2 if you think he dies.
Go.
Wow, that was close.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Very close. The votes are really close. I'm very shocked at the voting. There was a lot of 2s there. I don't know how
Give
you guys did
yourselves,
it.
give yourselves a clap if you press 2, guys. Well done. Shout out to all of you. If you press 1, you should probably never
Dire's
bet
bottom
ever in your
tower
life.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you're just
Dire's
going to take a tier 1
structures are fortified.
and a tier 2? He goes from the Basher into the Scotty next. Oh, or he goes from the Basher and re-queues the Scotty.
I think the
That's what I meant.
Scotty's better up against the DP especially. Like, so you can help reduce
Arrow?
their healing, but
Chuan?
Allies.
They've got the arena, but the cold feet is on the Mars, as well as the Ice Blast. They'll get the cone to the Death Prophet. They look over at Bobica, make it a second PYW with the double kill.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
dear, oh dear, this...
Anti-Mage already TPing away. Look at the
this
Manta,
DP.
though, now.
Yeah, but look at this DP's net worth. Like, this DP's supposed to be the one in front that they play around, that is, like, really strong so that AM can come and clean up around. And the DP just dies instantly. Like, she's so far away from her BKB still. Not even close at the moment. And look how strong Eurus is in comparison. Like, he has this Scardian about 2,000 gold, which, yeah, I was going to say is nice against the DP because of the health regen change, but also she's a range hero. So the slow from Scardi is like 30% or something, I think. Yeah, 35% for 3 seconds. Oh no, that's the... It slows enemy range units by 45%. movement speed. So how does this DP ever run away from PL anymore? Like when that Skadi comes online.
Beastmaster looking for Ori again. This has just been
Oh.
Ice Blast, Primal Roar. Ice Blast won't hit. And well, they'll still get the kill on Ori. This is just constant pressure where he's not exactly able to have a game. But while that happens, Eurus gets a kill on a Bobica. They'll blink away SCCC. And Eurus is about to hit level 20 too.
He actually went back for the Basher first, by the way. Which I'm surprised about, but, you know, when you think about it, it is better against the AM. The Skadi's much better against the DP, but the Basher's much better against AM. And the way it's going, the AM's going to be the problem here. Look how well he's farmed as well.
Necro creeps. That'll scout. XSS, does he... He's got a TP.
He really needs a Crimson, by the way, on this Beastmaster now. Like, he's gone for this Blink, which is kind of good, because this Queen of Pain doesn't have Lincolns, right? So she's just dying to a raw duration every single time.
Bottom tower is under attack.
But, yeah, they need a way of, like, covering themselves against this PL in the late game.
Ooh, SCCC. They're going to spot PYW and get the easy kill. The TP numbers over towards these illusions, but... Well, I mean, look at where the net worth is going so fast. It is plummeting from Vici. It was 5,000 just a second ago.
Dude, look what XXS has queued up. I said a way of dealing with the PL. He says, I don't want Crimson. I want to goddamn kill him. This Ag
Can find SCCC here.
Oh,
They have the spear, but again, Yang misses the spear. And that wasn't even like a fake blink or anything from the anti-mage. He just flat out missed it. Now he'll use the arena on a Bobica. Pretty upset that I guess he missed it on the anti-mage. He'll grab another kill onto the support, who's 3, 8, and 8.
I don't know if the Observer caught it before, so I'm going to say it again. Beastmaster's going Ags, which up against PL, it obviously reduces the cooldown to 0. And the damage stacks up really quickly. So he doesn't really have the mana pool to kind of spam them out at the moment, but if he goes for like a casual Soul Ring afterwards, I actually think this Ag is really interesting. I've never seen it against the PL before. Fade just blinked into nowhere.
Sinister Gaze. They'll get the kill. Walrus Punch. Snowball. Buying his time.
DY's got him though. Same as the Oracle game. He's like, yes, my kill.
What can they do about this anti-mage? He's getting... I think he just has not died yet, and that was definitely the opportunity over top to get that spear. Blinks on cooldown and misses the spear again, led with the God's Rebuke.
The thing is that spear doesn't work, because like, where are you pinning him to?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to do that, you have to blink in front of the camp. Or just go on the big camp if you think he's going to blink to there afterwards. Yang just having a little bit of a tough game at the moment. Is that a gem on Morana? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Ooh, Ori. He's been spotted, and SCCC should just be able to get the easy kill onto him, but he doesn't have enough for the mana void. So now, Sinister Gaze onto the right one. Chain Frost saves Ori.
Oh, the Ice Blast!
Oh no, he's got the blink.
Paladin Sword on the AM, by the way. Insane item.
Now he's got the Abyssal Blade on Phantom Lancer instead of the Scotty.
They have to do something right now. Yeah, I'm glad they've smoked, because when this AM gets Butterfly, he's going to be so much harder to kill when you're the PL. Like, with this constant evasion coming through, like, you're going to be missing so many hits against him. But now that he has the Abyss on PL, this is like... He has a few minutes here where he's a lot stronger than the AM. And they have to make the most of this time, because if they don't, the AM's going to be, like, super farmed and difficult to deal with.
Literally just sitting in his base. They're smoking. Yeah. 5-man smoke from Aster.
I think they've smoked though because they know that Vici was... So they're like, well, they're going to end the smoke and then probably like split up the map and try and farm, right? So let's go and try and pick somebody off that comes to deal with this bot wave. Or like comes into the bot jungle, right? It doesn't look like Vici are going to do that.
The warding from the Radiant just is non-existent on the opposite end of the map. don't like that. Eurus has continued to just kind of... He's been roaming around, and he hasn't really been farming. It feels like they wanted to get something out of that, didn't get anything successful, and now they're kind of lost on not knowing what to do. And maybe that's because they have a lack of vision.
But like the thing is, he has been farming. That's all he's been doing. But like his connections that he's tried to make around the map have just never
Moonlight
worked.
Shadow. Think they
Dire's
were
top
just
tower is
spotted?
under attack.
I mean, if,
I'm not sure they were. I think
Yeah.
this is just Aster holding the high ground here. Like they're trying to break smokes, which is why you saw them clumping up there on that little high ground next to the cliff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And you see Aster
look at where
playing
Anti-Mage
within.
is farming right now.
Yeah, he's playing within blinking distance of them though for that whole duration before. So like, yeah, that's why he's doing what he's doing. He's gonna skip away from
Where
it.
he's at cleaning out, yeah.
Like a dip in the sacred pools.
And now it's getting to the point in the game where aim's gonna be a massive problem. Like in 2,000 gold, so he's gonna have that butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
I think
attack.
the timing's been missed for Vici personally. I'm not certain on that. Obviously, I think with the Abyssal Blade, they definitely have the tools to lock him down. But I think Ori's fallen off a heavy amount from the constant deaths that he had in the mid game. I don't know. And Aster's doing such a good job of avoiding Vici.
Yeah, I mean, Ori's build is that he went like ag straight away, right? So if you don't find kills with this item, then it's pretty useless. Like it's just a pointless buy. But yeah, he's really kind of struggled to carry on, and yeah, he is going Lincolns after the BKB. He has to because of this Beastmaster. They're all at every single fight at the moment.
Looks like they're gonna smoke again.
If XSS goes BKB, I think he probably will. But you know, gotta get those axes flying, my dude. And there's the
Looked like they were
butterfly.
clumping up. There's the butterfly.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm glad they smoked
I know-
straight away. This is.
He's trying to get the MKB on Eurus, but he's not too far off of it.
Why did Aster just started attacking the wave while he was smoked? So now PYW's like, well, I'll just run away. This is fine. I know they were smoked now.
How does it match up late PL against Anti-Mage?
Who can bash first? That's the question. I mean, I don't think it's about that investment anti-mage. It's about the rest of the team with if they can lock down the other core as well. So like, there's a roar on the Beastmaster, for example, where if they ever catch the real PL, would be massive. I think PL just fine because AM doesn't really deal with the illusions too well. Like with the butterfly, I think he's definitely the strongest hero at this point.
Dire's bottom tower is
Even
It's
with
just
the
a
MKB
question-
now picked up?
Oh yeah, okay. I think PL's. We're back to that thing now where it's which carries items are going to be doing more at what point, right? I just think if they can catch out the right PL, then he will die. Like they have the damage because they've got the ice blast, for example, as well. Like they have the punch, they have all the damage coming through with the roar as well. It's just can they find the right PL in the fight? Whereas AIM's a little bit different, right? Where you know which one's going to be him all the time, unless he like Mantis, but they have Arena with a spear that they can put down, which is why you see he's going to go for BKB next. Because, you know, they don't have a huge amount of physical damage on the Radiant side. It's only really the PL. So he wants to be able to blink around and try and kill off everybody else first during the BKB duration, where they can't really do anything to him.
They group up and they're near Roche, but so is the side of Aster. You gotta expect that that's where Aster are looking to populate the map. They go into the pit and they're gonna start this. We'll see what they can get out of it. They immediately exit the pit. Four is coming through from XSS. Illusions move forward. Again, it's to me the vision here is just not great for Vici to know when to go for this Roche.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
but that's
is
the power of
under
the
attack.
Beastmaster, though, where you have
Yeah.
constant vision advantage because of the Hawk. I'm really sad he went BKB first, by the way. I don't want to talk about it.
Tier 3 being pushed in moves Ori in that direction. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage's experience is going so much faster than Phantom Lancer. He's been on this, now he finally hits 23, but he was on 22 for Anti-Mage's 22, 23, and now almost 24.
I imagine if you get Ags on AM and you mana void the PL to kill him and it puts Doppelganger on cooldown forever.
Coming across. Crypt
Dude, that
Storm was
sounds
there,
so
so they know
good.
where they are. They're sitting around mid. I don't think they're going to use this smoke to get much. They still have Moonlight Shadow as well. But again, it's another smoke from Vici that doesn't amount to anything.
AM's level 25 now, by the way. Mana void down to a 25-second cooldown.
I just think that Vici haven't done it for the last 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
Is that
but
too
it's
far?
so scary for them still, right? Like, they don't ever have vision advantage, so how can they ever take a fight? They've got this gem, so they're trying to stop
Truly a blessing.
Aster from having the advantage themselves. Do they have a gem either side? Does Beastmaster have one or anything? No. They're just dewarded really well.
Their last kill was on the Tusk, I believe. And that was just about 10 minutes ago.
Well, that was the one where he blinked in and died to the Lich, right?
Yeah.
That was ages ago. PYW is starting to scale really well, though. If you look at the support's net worth on both teams, he's very far ahead of all the others. Even Lich is doing pretty well, to be fair.
He has enough gold to get the Guardian Greaves.
Illusion.
20 talent was the Spear Stun duration. Yang's experience ahead of this Queen of Pain, who's yet to use the BKB. Next is the Heart for the Phantom Lancer.
All these items are so funny this game. Like, he goes Ags and doesn't do anything with it all game because they've been, like, really struggling to find fights. And then the BKB and he doesn't use it all game. So, are we finally going to see something break out here with the Moonlight Shadow? They're smoked up on Aster as well.
But they're just going to miss each other, it looks like.
They're just... They keep doing the same thing as each other and playing on the other sides of the map. That's really sad.
Dire's middle
Might
tower
clash
is under
soon.
attack.
It looked like they were going to get close. You got to expect that they're on your high ground now, right? You've missed them in all areas. You throw that arrow. You should send these illusions up onto your high ground and see if you could spot anybody.
Like, quick, don't let them see us.
So now you've got all that vision. The Abyssal Blade has to be the Anti-Mage, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I think the tier
If
4
Phantom
neutrals
Lancer
are up.
uses on anybody else.
Tier 4 neutral items are up, by the way, so this could be some big things like Spell Present for DP would be really good.
Eurus in an interesting spot, because that, Blink, Primal Roar comes in. Eurus going to get hit with that Ice Blast as well. He's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, the
now
Frost
he
Shield
forces to use
reveals the
that
right one.
Doppelganger, and now he's trying to get out of this, but SCCC with the Mana Void gets the kill. Phantom Lancer's just dead. Sinister Gaze is there. He'll buy back. Sonic Wave hits on SCCC. He'll pop the BKB. And now,
Yang
Spear
misses
misses again from Yang!
He tried to butt
Literally
spear. That was the
kissing
problem.
him. And he can't get it. Now, Eurus desperately needs... Oh my god.
DP.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much. I'll take that one. A Minotaur Horn on the AM, so good as well. Well, they might even just give it to, like, the Tusk or the AA or something, to be honest. I don't know who takes that, actually. Looks like Beastmaster is.
I mean, Roche is a must now for Vici, but this game feels like it just feels like they missed their timing. They haven't gotten a kill in 15 minutes.
And that PL death's really costly per win condition on Aster. Oh, there's a leveler, though, for the PL. If anybody decides to pick it up, yeah, there you go. So if they ever do get in the base now, at least they have the damage to get through the buildings quickly.
Guardian Greaves for the Mirana.
That Frost
Rays,
Shield-
they go and they're by Roche.
That Frost Shield, by the way, in the last fight was so costly because it keeps the PL alive
Yang?
at first, but after he doppelgangers...
Oh, where is he?
Roar?
He's got it. Hit by the Ice Blast. Primal Roar is there. He is so quickly killed. And now SCCC looks over at these illusions, but Mars all by his lonesome self away from his team. You know they have Blink for both the Tusk as well as the Beastmaster, they can close the gap immediately.
Yeah, and
I think that's just horrible positioning.
Yang's not had a great game. That's for sure. He's definitely
But we've
played
seen
much
this
better.
from Mars. Like, I feel like Mars' abilities hang in the balance of whether or not you hit a spear.
Also,
if you don't, you're not doing anything.
Okay, well, Illusion escaped for PL, so you know they're back in the game.
But they're going to come over, and now they've got this new Abyssal Blade. They're going to focus the Phantom Lancer. Like, that's the plan. All you have to do is kill him again, and you win the game. There's the Abyssal Blade onto Ori, and the Ice Blast comes in. He's already dead.
He's gone.
Buyback comes out from the Mars, and I don't think Eurus has used the Abyssal Blade yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What a bounty!
This is why.
I don't understand why Eurus didn't want to play the tempo game earlier on, though. Like, when I said when he got the defusal, like, he killed the AM, you could see how it was, right? But it just feels like Aster have done such a good job of just dodging fights and pushing out waves all the time. Like, Aster have read the map really well this game. So as much as we have to criticize Vici, like, they have been trying to make things happen, right?
Thank you.
It's just that Aster have been doing such a good job of dodging them all the time. Like, no smokes connected from Vici at all. Like, remember when they were all sitting on that high ground next to the active rune? Sorry, the bottom active rune, not the radiant active rune. Like, on the radiant high ground. It was so good by Aster. They're really playing well this game.
They can't go in a Roche because they know a Hawk's going to be sitting there. And PYW might be just dead. He's still sitting, playing pretty greedy, going for this. He's got buyback, but you know it's going to be Blink, Walrus Punch, Primal Roar. It's the combo every single time. And you're sitting by yourself, you're going to die 100% of the
Get
time.
the gem.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're out here, away from your team. You know what kind of movements they have.
Was that a new gem for the Radiant side as well? Because Fade has one already. No, I think... No, okay. That was... He bought his own just before that. Fair enough.
So now he's level 25, but Anti-Mage is also level 27.
I just looked at AA's career and he's got a casual Blightstone on him now. And I was like, why have you got a casual Blightstone? I looked at him, he's actually building a Solar Crest. Absolutely ridiculous.
So now they're going to go in a Roche. I think at some point you're going to need to make a move here for Vici. Finally, the arena comes in, but the BKBs are there, and the spear pushes him out of the arena. So now Mars hit with the Abyssal Blade. Sonic Wave is huge! But where's Eurus?
He's still just in the back line. They're so
Arrow,
afraid to fight.
Abyssal, and there's the Ice Blast, but avoided. They get the kill on a Schwann. He doesn't have buyback. They look over at Faith. They get themselves a second
the
kill. Now
damage.
Boga's in a lot of trouble. And there's a third. They'll buy back on this Tusk. They're looking to go after XSS. Can they get the kill here onto the Beastmaster? They're chasing him down. They just need one bash, one opportunity. Minotaur Horn onto the high ground, still continuing forward. There's the BKB, but the bash finally comes through. XSS is low and out of the count. No!
Oh.
Mars, he gets hit with the Primal Roar. Finally, XSS dies.
got
He
DY'd,
did S-triple-C. The arrow! It hits on them onto this Anti-Mage. There's the Sonic Wave. SCCC goes away just in time with the blink. Roche is up and ripe for the taking. No Death Prophet.
I think the big thing, though, is that AIM's the only one with buyback in the game at the moment. Triple C is going to be looking to play aggressive here in the next fight and try and blow somebody up quickly, because if he does, then, you know, you get the numbers
They just
advantage in
don't
the
take
fight.
I don't think they take this Roche quickly enough. And they're already backing out of the pit.
So this is the problem. Ori hasn't built to do damage, though, right-click wise, right? So it's just the PL that can take it, and it's so slow.
Radiant's bottom
I mean,
tower is
that
under attack.
was your chance to get back into it. You still have 2 minutes until your buyback's available on the Phantom Lancer, which is a lot of time to try and buy.
I'd actually really like to see him go back and get Scardy now as well on the PL. If not, he's probably going to have to go Rapier next, I think.
Eurus is out in front, may not want to be leading in this situation. It's a smoke from Aster, and again, you need to have your numbers clumped up for Vici, and they're not. They're
They need
3
to
and
hold
2
their
at the
high grounds.
moment. Yang,
They're all going to come
smoke,
over.
And there's the blink as well as the Roar's Punch. They're going to look to get the kill into the Mars. The Primal Roar comes in, but the Force Staffs are amazing. There's the Abyssal Blade coming in onto the Lich. Abyssal Blade hits on XSS, but Eurus taking a lot of damage.
But the silence on Eurus.
The arena comes in, and now Eurus, he's in a lot of trouble trying to run away. He's invis for the moment, and finally gets the Doppelganger out. XSS will end up dead. He's going to be gone for 105 seconds. SCCCC, he's going to try and leave this one. They've got the Hex onto this Death Prophet. The Warlord's Punch comes in again onto the Quap. Blinking away. Snowball through onto the tier 2. They've got themselves the Death Prophet locked down. Can they get the kill with the Spear coming in? Yes, they can. He's gone. Exorcism out of the way. Now they look over at SCCC, who's focusing on a PYW, but Bobica ends up dead. There's no buybacks on 3 of those heroes. Aster in a little bit of trouble as the arrow comes in onto this anti-mage. They've got him surrounded. He blinks away. He's got the Manta. Now he's got to run. He's out of mana and potentially far enough away and just makes an escape. And all of a sudden, Vici, I mean, now it's a 2v3 situation. SCCC going Divine Rapier.
I completely disagree with how he played that fight, by the way. Like, we said he was the only one with buyback, right? And he blinked away to let his team just tank so much damage, like, from the PL and just get absolutely destroyed. And now what you've done is you've basically given Eurus this free, Aegis, whatever else is on the roast, just cheese, because it's only the second one at 45 minutes, but, never mind. Yeah, I think you have to just go in and commit there on the AM. And then, like, because if your teammates die, they're the ones without buyback, right?
And this is still, it's all of a sudden become an even game like that. I mean, a second life there for Eurus is great. The cheese is out on the Yang. I think Yang needs to have that in his inventory instead of the wand.
Yeah, he will. He'll swap it in a second when he realizes. I hope, at least.
Because he's been getting blown up.
He might be giving it to Ori, though, when Ori comes back as well.
Or potentially looking to pass it over to Eurus.
Possibly, yeah. He has the God's Rebuke crit now as well at 25.
They're going to turn their attention towards bottom, it seems. Eurus going Butterfly. He's got the Diffusal out of his inventory.
Okay, he's getting Butterfly. I don't mind that either. That's okay. I mean, he makes his illusions do a lot more damage as well. The Butterfly. And Evasion going to be nice. Well, it would have been nice against the AM, but I don't think he's seen the Rapier yet.
Dire's bottom tower
Do they have an...
So he might end up changing his mind.
I don't have another smoke. I was going to say, I feel like they've been smoking all game.
The supports are so poor on Dire's side, though. Like, Fade
I think Yang's really got to be with the team. Fighting this 4v5. Potentially.
Yeah, but it's also the same way that they need to be pushing out their lanes, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody has to be dealing with that at the same time. So, like, everybody else is sitting with the PL in case a fight breaks out, but Yang's the one that's dealing with bot wave.
DUI? He wants an Aeon disc.
Yeah, I don't mind that too much. Okay.
Ags for the Phantom Lancer instead of the Butterfly.
I would have honestly really loved to see this Ags on AM this game at some point. Because if he ever blows up the PL with it and kills him off, it puts Doppelganger on a massive cooldown, which is going to destroy his game. I assume it can't be purged off, at least, but...
Ori now, he's the one sitting over bottom. He's trying to go into his Shivas. It's crazy that Phantom Lancer has 32,000 net worth and Anti-Mage still up 4,000 net worth above him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 4,000 gold. He's saved just enough for that buyback. But if you give up the Divine Rapier, it may not even matter. That's the problem. XSS, he's in the trees. They don't spot him. They'll have Yang cleaning up. As Arrow, no way. No way. No way.
Oh my goodness.
No way, PYW. No way.
You have learned nothing.
Peacock?
Oh my god.
Beastmaster doesn't have buyback.
I know. That wasn't an arrow. That was an absolute vac hack right there.
That's why you throw out 100 arrows randomly, by the way, because eventually you're going to hit one. And it's not about all the ones that you miss, it's about the ones that you do hit. And that could just be a game winner. Without the Beastmaster, how does anybody lock down this PL?
Oh, he goes from the Axe to the Scotty on the Phantom Lancer. It's still coming over in the Courier. So he's going to wait a moment. Oh my god. I'm in awe. My jaw. I have to pick it up.
Dire's structures are fortified.
My game is lagging out very hard at the moment.
There's the Arena coming through, and they get the kill onto this Ancient Apparition immediately. They use the Abyssal Weight on the Death Prophet. Can they get the kill there? Sonic Wave flies in, but the Snowball gets the save. They look over at SCCC, who's got the BKB. Yang trying to do what he can, but the damage is coming through from the side of the Radiant. Eurus is a little bit in trouble. They'll blink back, and they'll get away with the BKB being used by Juan. They use the Arena, they use the Sonic Wave, but the Sonic Wave is back up in 25 seconds. Chain Frost down for another 45. They'll take themselves a set of racks. Now they'll look over towards top. Beastmaster will be up at 11. They've got the Ancient Apparition up in 30. I almost feel like they're a little bit too scared about losing this Divine Rapier to go all in that last fight over towards mid, but they've got themselves a Spear. They've locked up the Death Prophet once again. They've got the Snowball, but they're going to pull them back towards the rest of the team. So now, with the Abyssal Blade onto the Death Prophet, they've got themselves the damage to get the kill onto the Death Prophet. They've got him dead for 95 seconds, but he'll buy back immediately with the gem on the deck because PYW ends up dead. Sonic Wave hits onto SCCC. Eurus moving over, looking over at Fate, but they've got the Silence. Eurus in a lot of trouble. Eurus taking a lot of damage, but he's got that Aegis. He's got to remember that he's got himself that second life. Ice Blast coming in on the three of these heroes. That'll hit, so now the Aegis is going to be down, but they've got themselves the Sword. So they look over at SCCC. The Spear hits. The Spear hits. The Spear hits.
Rapier on the floor.
Rapier's on the ground, and GG's going to be called here by Aster as Vici take the game
Dire's top barracks.
from the utter grasp of defeat. What a comeback from Vici, and I think that comes off the arrow from PYW.
I think it does as well.
That was a back hack. I hate to use that phrase because I don't want to imply that he's cheating, but that was, what arrow is that?
That's crazy, isn't it? But again, like I said before, that's why you throw them out whenever you like in this late game scenario, because eventually you hit one, and then you just turn the game completely. I'm really sad because that whole last fight, I had to DC and then reconnect to the game because I had some like massive visual bugs. But so I kind of missed the whole last fight. But in terms of overall, I don't know. This was the DP and the Beastmaster. Like the DP has hurt her net worth progression early on, and I think that's the thing that set them apart. Like Ori did as well, but I think Aster are more reliant on this DP having a good game rather than Vici on Ori, because they had nobody to play around for so much of that game. I feel like Vici could have, we're saying they could have tried to tap her in early on. They did try, they just didn't find anything. So credit has to go to Aster for that, for managing to dodge fights for so long. But yeah, eventually when this PL gets 6 slotted in the late game, I think